Hi guys, this is Rusty 78609, November the 29th at about 9:41 a.m. I'm in Burnett, Texas, headed south. I'm going to go to Marble Falls, but on the way I'm going to talk to you about a new model of RV that's come out, a small one. I just left the dealership here in Burnett, and I did a couple of videos of the Falcon RV, which is a small travel trailer, but while I was there, they have ordered and should be receiving very soon, he told me, a product called a Sunray, S-U-N-R-A-Y, and it is made by, if I can find it here, Sunset Park RV Manufacturing. So you might be able to go to sunsetparkrv.com and find out all about it, because they make several different models. Now the one they're getting that I think will be very interesting, because I looked at some pictures of it, is the Sunray model 149. Now, I guess that means it's like 14 feet 9 inches long, because it's not a very big model, but it has everything you need. And you see that garbage truck in front of me? It looks like a Christmas tree with all those lights. Anyway, that doesn't have anything to do with RVs, does it? Price of gasoline is $2.16.9 here, but anyway, this one is a model 149. It's a Sunray. I'll give you some specs on it. It looks pretty neat. I mean, you don't have to put the bed up and down to live in it, and you know, that's always nice, particularly for me since I live in mine full time. The only downside in that particular unit is it has what I call a wet bath. You got to kind of straddle the toilet to take a shower, and you know, for camping that would be okay, and living in full time you can still do it, but I just find it a little awkward. But on the model number, the Sunray model number 149, the total drive weight is 2,140 pounds, which is about 300 pounds lighter than my 16-foot Coachman Clipper Cadet 16 CFB. I've got a 2018 Clipper Cadet made by Coachman that I live in full time. I just got it here a little over a month ago, and I find it very, very adequate for my needs, and I plan to do some dry camping starting very shortly. I've done dry camping before. I've been RVing for about 30 years. I've pulled a travel trailer all over the western U.S., and I've camped in a Toyota Prius off and on for 5 years. I went camping in a pickup with a camper top for a few months. So anyway, it's I've done a lot of different things, but to live on the road full time, for me, I need a travel trailer, and so I'm going to go back on the road probably in March and pull in a travel trailer. I'm 72, getting a little long in the tooth, so. But again, this Sunray model 149 weighs 2,140 pounds. Hitch weight's only 245 pounds, and the gross vehicle weight is 3,500. So that means you put in about 1,350 pounds of stuff. I always say the less stuff you have, the better off you are, and I still hang with that. This one has a 26-gallon freshwater tank, which is adequate. Gray and black are 12 and 14, and the length, total length, is 16 feet 2 inches. The height is 7 feet 10 inches, and that tells me that the interior height should be very ample for somebody my height, 6'2", to stand up straight in. You can order it with a roof AC, but it comes standard with a window AC, which I would not change. Now, you know, you do what you got to do, but they do make other models, but they all go up in weight dramatically. They make a 169 QB, and the length on it is 19 feet 6 inches, but it weighs 2,840 pounds. And then they make a 169 TB, same weight, and then they make a 199 with a weight of 2,980 pounds. And so, you know, for me, if I was looking at one, I'd probably be more interested in the 149, because I want something that's very lightweight, easy to pull, and easy to park, and you know, go in and get gasoline, pull in and get groceries and all that stuff. So anyway, having said that, check out the Sunray, and the model 149 appeals to me. I don't know if it'll appeal to you or not, but it says it's made by Sunset Park Manufacturing. It's in Indiana, so check them out. and see what you think. But anyway, now that I've talked about the RV, now we'll just do a driving video. So for those of you that were just interested in the Sunray Model 149 RV, I'm through talking about that now. And now I'll just ramble on for a few minutes because I don't have anything else to do. I'm retired, been retired longer than I work. And I'm just going to get some groceries in Marble Falls. This is Highway 281, goes north and south into central Texas. We just left Burnett, we're headed to Marble Falls, and it's about 10 miles further to Marble Falls. We'll be there. And but anyway, it's a nice day, 59 top down. Well, yeah, I guess you get about a top down degrees day. It's pretty cool out there. But we've had some really nice weather. This is a little cool front that came through yesterday or this morning, and the temperature in the morning is supposed to be in the upper 30s, which is not bad for this time of the year, and that's about average. We're normal, and but anyway, I've had several comments from people that have been watching some of my older videos and checking out my Prius camping days and some of my Lear camper top days when I used my pickup here this past summer with a camper top. And some of the questions come up about, you know, what type would I recommend for them? You know, what type of camping unit? And I can't recommend. I don't know you or anybody actually. I know very few people, but that's what happens when you get older. All your friends are dead. So, but what I would say is, if it's an individual, if it's just going to be you, with no dogs, no children, nobody else in the RV but one person or in the camping unit, then I would recommend, taking a hard look at buying a van that has an interior height tall enough for you to stand up in so you can move around comfortably and make that your home on the road, because you can add to it as you need to. I would say start off very simply and complete the build while you're doing your traveling. That way you'll have exactly what you want and need, which is very important. If it's a man and wife and a pet, or just a man and wife, you got two people, you're going to need more space. You're going to drive each other nuts. Now, if you really like each other, that's different. Different strokes for different folks. But then you may look at some of these smaller travel trailers. Like a Scamp is a good one. A Casita is a particularly good one. They're a little pricey, and you'll have to check out the interior height to be sure it's suited for you, because they're not very tall on the inside. That's the Casita, but they are well built. Again, they're a little pricey. Or you can go like I did. For two people, it would work okay. It's small. I mean, I've got a Coachman, C-O-A-C-H-M-E-N. It's pronounced Coachman, and you want to say M-A-N, but it's M-E-N, Coachman, Clipper Cadet, 16 CFB. FB means front bedroom. They also have one with bunk beds, same thing. And it's lightweight. It's about 2,400 pounds. The interior height is more than adequate for me. It's got about 76-inch interior height. I don't have a roof AC. I have a window AC. It comes with a 2-burner stove, no oven, and it comes with a 110 only refrigerator without a freezer. And so it does have some minimal things. It doesn't have much. And I wanted it that way because for boondocking you don't need much, and that's what I plan to do. I've done it before, and I enjoy boondocking more than RV parks, state parks, national parks, etc. And besides that, they're getting crowded as we speak, and noticeably so in some places, some of the more popular places. But for two people, that would work okay. And you can look at Class C's if you want to spend the money and get one, because you can get a Class C brand new there's a place in El Dorado, Texas that really has some great deals all the time, and you can get a brand new Class C 21 footer for around $50,000. In that range, brand new. Now, if you get one whenever you start buying anything used, sometimes you can buy some problems. Sometimes you get lucky. I've got an RV for sale right now. I've got a 2013 Jayco J-Flight. It's a 26 bunkhouse model. The living area is 26 feet. The total length of the RV is 29 feet. The towing weight, or the dry weight, is about 4,900 pounds. So you got to have a nice pickup to tow it with. But anyway, I've got it on sale for anybody on the internet that watches the video and leaves a comment. If it comes from the internet, I'll sell it to you for $9,800. If it doesn't, the price is $11,995. Okay? And would I like to sell it? Sure I would. But I'm not going to go any lower than $9,800. That price is firm. But having said that, it's a beautiful day in Central Texas. And here goes a guy pulling an RV. At this time of the year in this part of Texas, we get a lot of what we call winter Texans or snowbirds. And, you know, they're heading south for the winter from the colder parts of the USA. And I don't blame them a bit, actually, because I have very little tolerance for cold temperature now. I promise you that. But there's all kind of ways to go camping if you choose to, or live on the road, live cheaply. You can do it. Is it a lonely lifestyle? It depends on you. You know, lonely is a word that is individual. You know, some people are lonely on the streets of New York. You know what I mean? And some people are lonely in a crowded room. And then some people are not lonely by themselves, like me. It doesn't bother me to be alone. I've been alone, basically. Well, actually, everyone is alone. They just don't want to admit it. You know, we're all alone. Now, lonely is a state of mind, and that's something that you are in control of. And whether you have the nature to live out by yourself in the countryside, or what are you going to call it, you know, that depends on you. Nobody can tell you. You got to go try it. And I would recommend that for anybody that's thinking about moving out of a home or apartment and going full-time RVing. I would recommend renting an RV for a week or two and going out there and seeing what you think, because you may find out that that's not your lifestyle. And particularly if you're going to do a van conversion, you know, pooping in a bucket and peeing in a container and all that kind of stuff, and taking showers with a washcloth or baby wipes. You know, those are things you may not really enjoy after a while, but that's the life you're going to be leading if you're in a van, pretty much. Now, you can go to YMCAs and all that cute stuff and take showers, or you can go into truck stops, but I promise you this, if you go to a YMCA or a truck stop, you better be wearing shoes in that shower. You're going to come out with a set of athlete's foot or fungus from hell, because that's just the way they are. They don't really keep them all that clean. They try, of course, but you know, that's the way that is. But anyway, I'm going to park here for just a minute and then we'll continue. I have to put a small kitchen, just a bag, a small bag, into this receptacle. But anyway, guys, so when you go boondocking, particularly boondocking or dry camping, you just have to be aware of the fact that it's not suited to all lifestyles. You know, if you're used to a flush toilet and a nice hot shower every day, and you've had that for your whole life, then all of a sudden you're not going to have that. Okay? It's not going to be that way unless you really work at it. You know, people stay here at Walmart. That window of opportunity, I think, is closing. I could be wrong on that. A lot of people disagree with me. They think it'll be here forever. I don't know of anything that's been here forever. I know some things that have been here for a long time. But anyway, we'll go, yeah, like me, I've been here a long time. But now I'm going to go around to the grocery store. But again, I'm just burning daylight and letting you guys see what's going on in Central Texas. And if I've got the camera set wrong, just bear with me, guys. I'm not the greatest videographer in the whole world. But we're at Marble Falls, Texas. We're on the outskirts. We're on the north side of Marble Falls, Texas. Population about 6,000. And this is the largest town within about 60 or 70 miles of my home base. And I like it that way. I live in a remote area right now. I mean, I have more privacy where my home base is than most places I go camping. There are some places that are more remote. I will say that. I have been to some campgrounds, boondocking, that are much more remote, particularly in national forests. Because you get in national forest and all of a sudden, you know, your visibility is limited by the number of trees. I camp in forests occasionally, but I like high desert and views better. I get a little, not claustrophobic, but I don't like not being able to see the beautiful sunrises and sunsets clearly. I like that. So here we are, guys. What else can I tell you? if I can ever get my RV sold, I mean, I'm not in a hurry to go camping or boondocking, because this is where you'd want to be this time of the year. You know, this is kind of the quartzsite place. You know, this is where the climate is nice. And you know, for me, since I have my home base and it's all paid for, it costs me virtually nothing a month to live. I live very cheaply. Of course, I have to, because my only source of income is what I get from YouTube and being an Amazon affiliate. And by the way, for those of you, I know I say this a lot, I guess that's the way it is, but for those of you that have used the Amazon link and bought anything, I really appreciate it. I really do, because that's the YouTube and Amazon affiliate. That's the enabler for me to go doing anything, because my Social Security income is just enough to break me even, and anything else I do comes from those sources of revenue, and that's it. But anyway, so if you use the link to Amazon in the description, pat yourself on the back. If you don't worry about it. I mean, you know, and as far as returning stuff, just do it. My God, I'm not that. It'll all work out, guys. Trust me on that. The wind is out of the north today, and a nice crisp wind. I went walking this morning, and it was a little cool out here. And but anyway, I'll end the video here in just a minute when I get to the grocery store. It's probably going on a little longer than I want. No, not really. It's okay. But anyway, at the start of the video, the whole video was about the Sunray by Sunset Park RV. Yeah, the model 149. They're going to have it at the dealership and burn it, he said, in the next couple of weeks, he thinks. And it's a nice unit. I mean, it has the old retro look. It's kind of that rounded look. And yeah, it looks like it's well built. It's got some nice features, and it's a lightweight, 2,100 pounds. So yeah, it's something to think about. And they're building me a new grocery store. How about that? That's it, right? Well, you might be able to see it. It's kind of, when I make this turn, you'll see it clearly. HEB, it's a family-owned grocery chain, mostly in Texas, a little bit in Mexico. Been around for 150 years or whatever, a long time. But that's the new store. It's going to be a giant one. And where I'm fixing to park now would just be part of the parking lot. And the reason I park out here, and I've mentioned this in other videos, is because when you get older, backing out of a parking spot in a crowded parking lot is not my favorite thing to do. My head doesn't turn like it used to. But anyway, we're here, guys, and I thank you very much. Y'all have a great day. This is Rusty78609 saying thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, keep your health, and enjoy your life. You know, you're in charge. Adios.